Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Metroid Prime Remastered, running on Nintendo Switch. There if I can. Oh, now that I have double jump, yes. That is likely possible. Statue depicting a Chozo balancing the plane of existence on his hands. It's the ice parasite scavenger with a crystalline outer shell. Parasites are hardy creatures able to adapt to any environment within 3 generations. The ice parasite is a prime example. Having adjusted to a frigid climate, this vermin now thrives in it. Omnivores, it can exist in areas hostile to most life forms. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman. Several stress fractures can be seen running along the surface of this brimstone object. Statue is flawless. Well, if it does say so itself, huh? Statue's hands seem to be frozen in place. There appears to be a shell of a device encasing a water basin. The water originates from the statue's mouth. A statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman adorns this door. The symbol is carved into its forehead. The translation reads, "To pass my gaze, seek my twin within this room." Bust of a Chozo warrior. Statue flawless. Chozo philosopher. Statue flawless. Wave beam, yes. Love the wave beam. Nope. Hello, big guy. See, Sheegoth, supreme predator of the Phendrana drifts. Sheegoths are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. Sheegoths have poor stamina. They hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of a Sheegoth is susceptible to concussive blasts. In battle, they expel blasts of frigid gas to ensnare their targets. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their hapless prey. Oh, right. Yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah, kind of took a lot of hits there in the first part of the fight. Rescan everything. Use X plus right on the D-pad to switch to the wave beam. This weapon can open wave doors. I don't recall running into a lot of wave doors. forget to scan that? Oh, well, that sucks. Slot is inactive. It can be likely activated by something nearby. Okay. This is a standard spinner device. The generator belts of the spinner can be activated by a rapid rotational force. Use the boost ability of the morph ball when inside a spinner to activate this device. Spinner device has been previously used and has shut itself off. This unanchored platform floats on the surface of the water. Long-way access hatch entry point lies elsewhere. Oh, whoops. Ouch. Yeah, of course. So close. Damn it. I'm trying to use the Joy-Cons, so it's throwing me off a little bit. I really do like the Pro Controller. But I thought I'd play around with these since, you know, I think in total I've used my Joy-Cons that came with this, like, I think maybe 6 or 7 times, not many. And they do have better rumble to them, which is kind of strange. You think the rumble would be better on the Pro Controller, but it's not the case. Still has no power. The Cordite statue is worn and withered. I may just switch them out. Yeah, the Pro Controller's just way too comfortable. It's hard to go back. Circuit breakers for lab sub-processing. Let's see. Shadow Pirate Forces trained and equipped for stealth operations. A select group of space pirates have access to sophisticated cloaking technology. This gear drains high levels of power, however, forcing them to rely solely on melee weapons in battle. Use enhanced detection gear when fighting these units. Well, I don't have that gear, thank you. I can shock them, though. Empty stasis tank used for biological specimens. Latent radiation readings indicate the specimen was highly irradiated. Auto turret malfunction. I mean, I shot it, so yes. Hello, friend. Force field accessible only through space pirate bioimaging. Impossible to breach. What if I join the space pirate club? East Quarantine Cave is restricted to blue level security. Authorized personnel permitted entry only after bioscan. Phazon ore is extremely durable and blast resistant. Although the armor-like qualities of this shell provide ample protection, the thermal imaging can be used to detect weak areas in the casing. Improvements must be made to the shell in the event that these weaknesses are found by aggressors. Like me? Phazon ore appears to bind through Phazon energy. Thermal imaging is required to detect the highest concentration of radioactivity, which serves to bind the stones together. Imaging research is being conducted in the containment vault area of the facility. Project Titan specimen is immobilized in Quarantine Cave. Relocation is recommended due to increased violent activity. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. Force field blocks the entrance. Something nearby must be able to be activated. Access to Research Lab Hydra granted. Specimen 002 euthanized 120914 after a psychotic episode scheduled for removal. Stasis tank operational but currently empty. Specimen 29 life signs normal, pulse at 140%, mass increase of 4%. Space Pirates, sentient aggressor species well trained in weapons and melee combat. Space Pirates wield galvanic accelerator cannons and forearm-mounted scythes in combat. This species seeks to become the dominant force in the galaxy, and their technology may help them realize this goal. Ruthless and amoral, the pirates care little for the cost of their ambition, only the results matter, and they take these very seriously. Phazon fluid bath levels at 70%, checking diagnostics per procedure 120038. Specimen 43, decreased vital signs, cold dampening appears stable. Stasis tank operational but currently empty. Phazon infusion within central energy core of Xenome 5A is at 7% saturation. Increased dosage appears viable. Xenome 5A is undergoing relocation to Hydra Lab, or Lab Hydra. Subjects transfer ordered after a pronounced increase in aberrant behavior. Security clearance ADR 13. Log 1050-5877. Mining operations have begun near the crater where Phazon appears to be most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidents of Phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in the most extreme cases, hallucinations. A timeline reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended, as the material proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated. Log 103448. We have codified the newfound energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen of which we have very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin expelling Phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess the power to mutate organic life forms sufficiently to withstand its poison. These mutations appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in single-generation reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team on Tallon IV are being finalized. Log 107121. Most terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints on Tallon IV is complete, but we continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Door records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume the creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personnel moves or else finding their way in through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this latter sort and plug them whenever we can, but it is unlikely we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable. Stasis operational but empty. Specimen 102, increased volatility recorded. Predator awareness indicated even in cold stasis. Well, I don't like that at all. Increased acidity levels recorded in Phazon amniotic bath. This is likely a side effect of Phazon ingestion by test subjects. Access to research lab Aether limited to Team Sayara only. Personnel bound for Hollow Observatory must use West Elevator. Ooh, where's the Metroid? Oh no, it's an ice beetle. Ice beetle infestation in Ice Vault region has been 95% exterminated. Report any sightings to security immediately. Let's see, log 10-5158. Our initial tests exposing Tallon IV's indigenous parasites to Phazon appear to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible that given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transported them to. Our methods will have to be refined. We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period, and most survivors of the 3rd infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. I scanned 50%. Step into the hologram. Platform active. Transfer of Specimen 344 to Lab Hydra complete. Further infusion suspended pending security assessment. Prep work on all empty stasis tanks have been completed before Specimen Batch Y arrives on 12323 or 3122. Mutation strain 776V shows massive absorption capacity influx. Strain replication is now underway. Phazon Batch 1734D shows mandible mutation across all subjects. Cross infusion with batch 1622G recommended. Xenome behavioral patterns show decreased reflex activity at temperatures below freezing. Cordite casing of column appears weak. Specimen 70 optimal absorption mutation has led to unexpected degeneration of internal organs. Warnings: do not handle sedated xenomes without proper ice containment equipment. Tissue samples from stasis tanks must be hand carried to Lab Hydra for analysis. Notify security of all material moves. Viral pathogens found in several xenomes have been traced to Phazon Batch 1664Z. Terminate all subjects. Strain 776V has been successfully replicated. We have named it Strain Vertigo, mutation of beta xenomes proceeding.
Recording to logbook.
Log 10642, Research Outpost Glacier 1 in the Phendrana Drift region of Tallon IV's mountains is operating at 85% capacity. Sub-zero temperatures have made the Metroid sluggish and easy to control, even those well into Phazon infusion cycles. Cold containment stasis tanks are sufficient for the juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to quarantined caves for safety purposes. Security doors remain an issue as malfunctions due to ice occur every day. Large predators in the wastes are also a concern as they continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our containment teams cannot neutralize all of them without a vast increase in munitions and soldiers. Daily contamination is now required for all personnel working in Lab Aether. Okay, well, not that weak apparently. Lower node of astronomical holographic projector currently deactivated. That's currently not active. Holographic spatial schematic is in lockdown per security directives 223445. Log 1022992. Scans of the spiral sector detected a massive energy spike emanating from a Wanderer-class planet identified as Tallon IV. Scout reconnaissance was immediately dispatched to the center of the spike, a landmass at heading mark 400802, returning with planetary samples and atmospheric imaging. Analysis shows the energy source to be an unstable radioactive material of enormous potential. We are unable to form an accurate risk assessment at this time, but we are unlikely to find an energy source this powerful again. Analysis will continue, but currently Tallon IV appears to be a viable secondary headquarters. Hold on a minute. Okay. Okay, what are we up to? Holographic map coordinate data has been updated successfully.
Recording to logbook.
Let's see, log 10-4017. Phazon mining is underway. Several garrisons have been established and terraforming of the Chozo ruins is underway. Security systems are operational and the science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Phendrana drifts have proven to be an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base and starport. If Command's predictions are half true, we shall rise to dominance in this sector within a decacycle. Truly, these are glorious times. Yes, truly. Upper node of astronomical holographic projector is retracted and inactive. Holographic projector extensions are currently inactive and need to be manually rotated. Use the spinners at the base of the projector to move the arms into place. The device has been previously used and has shut itself off. Holographic sequence initiated. Upper nodes of astronomical holo projector currently deactivated. Lower node of astronomical holographic projector functioning normally. It's a standard spinner device. Planet Billium, mass 3.8 trillion teratons. Profile, quarantine, atmosphere is rife with materialists, sentient gaseous Global exterminator virus. Oh, wow. Ormine 2, mass 2.3 trillion teratons. An uninhabitable wasteland savaged by nuclear dust storms and constant seismic upheavals. Tallon IV, 5.1 trillion teratons. Ecosystem studies indicate that Tallon IV was a biological paradise prior to the impact of an extraterrestrial object. What remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure to Phazon radiation. At current rate of decay, Tallon IV will be a barren class 13 wasteland in approximately 25 years. Oh wow, that's fast.
Recording to logbook.
Planet Zebes, 4.8 trillion teratons. Planet's crust is primarily Uthric ore, making it ideal for subterranean construction. A Class 19 planet, Zebes is inhospitable to most bioforms. The world was considered unremarkable until it became a base for space-pirate forces. Twin tabula, 4.1 trillion teratons. Planet is best known for twin fever, a disease caused by a viral strain native to twin tabula. In the early stages of the disease, victims suffer from double vision. When the twin sight fades, the victim is near death. Boy, what a system rife with a wonderful life. I guess it's the same as our system. Not exactly hospitable. One planet having life in the solar system. Well, I mean, life as we know it, right? Super missile. Hold on a minute. Chief Astrogation Officer feels our current dual hull projector system is obsolete. Please review and advise. All holotechnicians report to main observatory. Maintenance required on both holomodules. Super missile required. This powerful attack uses 5 missiles using power beam. Press and hold ZR and A to charge, then press R to fire. Oh, I suppose I should save things in this state. Access to control tower granted. Transport active. Access to research lab Aether granted. Phazon on Fusion Stage 6, subject Metroid BR5497. Subject mass at 180% of previous Phazon cycles, increased dosage by 4%. Stasis Tank 8118, contaminated beyond acceptable safety standards, removal squad requested. Metroid containment fields appear 100% effective after adjustments. Temperatures below 10 degrees centigrade will render Metroids docile. Hooked mandibles of the Metroid penetrate the skin of its prey and siphon pure life force energy.
Recorded to logbook.
Log 108910. The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed. After his defeat on Zebes, Command ordered a number of metagenic improvements for him. Though aggressive, we were able to implement these changes in a cycle. The metamorphosis was painful, but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicate a drastic increase in strength, mobility, and offensive capability. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added as well. We believe our creation, now called Meta Ridley, will become the mainstay of our security forces, a job he will certainly relish. He might even pickle it. Maybe he'll mustard. Log 104444. Initial transfer of Metroids to Tallon IV research facilities has been completed. 3 were terminated in an incident at the landing site, but the others were pacified and transported safely. Initial Phazon infusion testing is underway. We are eager to observe the effects of Phazon on Metroids, especially their ability to absorb and process the energy given off by Phazon sources. Early research suggests a considerable growth in power and size. Whether the creatures stay stable thereafter remains to be seen. Containment temperature is stable at 3 degrees centigrade. Environmental diagnostics satisfactory. Oh, my buddy Metroid. Sort of. Metroids have actually kind of liked me over the years. Even though they're a threat to the galaxy, we seem to get along just fine. Internal organs of Metroid seem to be limited to nucleonic absorption cells and massive energy reservoirs. Metroid brain scans results in. Studies show accelerated activity in parental lobe during hunting cycles at temperatures above 10 degrees centigrade. Tallon Metroid, energy-based parasitic predator. The effects of Phazon have turned these Metroids, a species of alpha predator native to SR-388, into a unique subspecies found only on Tallon IV. A Tallon Metroid will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake an attached Metroid is to enter Morph Ball mode and lay a bomb. All guards must use ice containment gear when transporting Metroids. This includes sedated specimens and those pronounced dead.
Recording to logbook.
Log 109572. Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon now to begin combining it with space pirate DNA. The codename for this venture will be Project Helix. Our preliminary studies indicate that the Phazon infusion could produce radically new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degeneration. As energy-based creatures, Metroids show immediate mass increase upon energy absorption. Directive: in the event of Metroid attack, repel creature with missiles set to maximum concussion. Hunter Metroid DS is showing signs of increased instability and a heightened immunity to cold dampening fields. Motion near Hunter Metroid DG appears to trigger psychotic episodes. Personnel are to stay at least 3 meters away from stasis tank. The stasis tank used for biological specimens. Latent radiation readings indicate extreme radioactive and contamination.
Recording to logbook.
Log 11427. Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles to the energy core in the creature's quadripartite nucleus. But the manner in which a Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroid extracts energy. Identifying this energy as our central problem, it takes no physical form, and yet without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter, as the isolation of this life-giving essence could be the key to our ascendance.
Recording to logbook.
Log 11556. Studies of Metroid biology continue, though with limited progress. It seems likely that we will be much more successfully using the Metroids for our means rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of a proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out entire armies, and once we find a way to shield them from cold containment weapons, they would be invincible. Furthermore, if we could then harvest the energy they'd consume, we would have a near limitless source of power at our disposal. It's a lot of conditions. East Quarantine Cave has been secured. Specimen remains in the quarantine area. All experiments suspended pending pacification. Quarantine specimen exhibits highly aggressive behavior. Its body structure, composed of Phazon ore, appears nearly invulnerable. This has rendered our efforts to train and discipline subject useless. Project Titan is suspended indefinitely. Security breaches resulting in massive casualties have occurred. Access is strictly prohibited until further notice. Operational. Please step in the hologram. Platform active. Metroids infused with Phazon, Strain, Vertigo are thriving. We feel they could be Class 1 energy harvesters if proper submission measures are employed. Testing of thermal imaging software complete. Commence download to Tactical Visor prototype for field testing. This unit supplies power to the containment force field at the bottom of the room. Force field network active around object. All 3 force fields must be deactivated to access object. Thermal imaging software exceeding initial expectations. Combat applications are being evaluated by command. Field testing in Phendrana region approved. Use of prototype visor by security personnel approved. Central Tactic Auxiliary Circuit connection terminated. Thermal visor interfaces will be sent to quarantine areas. These visors will be useful for any personnel involved in transport of the unstable test subject there. Inform command that thermal vision testing will begin soon. Abnormal heat traces stand out against their surroundings when looking through the thermal imaging spectrum. Oh, hold on a minute. Central tank main circuit connected and terminated. Still network active. Did I miss the terminal? Oh, I must have. Whoops. Connection terminated. Thermal visor. Thermal visor acquired. Use down on the D-pad to activate visor. Found 25% of all items. Oh boy. Nah, this game is so cool. This door has no power. The nearby power conduit must be energized for it to open. A blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit. This conduit radiates some heat that is invisible in the normal spectrum. Sentry drone, well-armed and armored security mecha. Sentry drones have limited intelligence, but due to their assigned tasks, Sentry drones have limited intelligence but do their assigned tasks well. Being machines, they are susceptible to electrical attacks. When alerted, drones initiate a security lockdown and then attempt to neutralize the intruder. Their electronic warfare suite can scramble visor technology as well. All right, why don't we stop it there? This is Audap. You've been watching Metroid Prime Remastered running on Nintendo Switch. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.